Hi, welcome back. Today I want to do a video about upgrading my microphone for my screencasting, live streaming, podcast type stuff, I guess. I had a Shure SM58 dynamic mic, and the last video I uploaded on my YouTube channel, I noticed I had a bunch of clipping and everything, no matter what I did. And that was probably from me turning my audio interface up too high and not really utilizing the filters inside of obs-studio or inside of Linux in general. So what I ended up doing, I got this Rode PodMic at my local micro center. It's XLR. It is still a dynamic mic. I'm not having to be right up on the mic anymore. I can actually have it a distance away from me since I set some filters inside of OBS specifically on my mic. The audio is substantially better, the volume is better, and I actually have my audio interface turned down to where the lighting on it to show you if you're clipping stays in the green the entire time I'm talking. And even if I do get louder, like I did playing the Stellar Blade demo, the audio won't clip because my audio interface, it was clipping itself, which was messing up the audio. So because if the audio interface clips, OBS can't deal with it. This mic, pretty good, $99. I did look at the Shure SM7 and the Shure SM7B. Those mics are like $400, $500 a piece for a microphone that was designed 50 years ago, and it still costs that much. So far, I like the audio from this Rode mic. I use the Rode Wireless Goes for my Lumix S5 II camera. My wife will use it sometimes on her podcast. I'm honestly thinking of just setting up a podcast setup and just getting these Rode mics, honestly, because I could just set up a system and just run effects directly into OBS. So I want to show what I did, and that mic is all metal. The dang thing weighs about 2 pounds. So I'm actually going to right click on my mic here in OBS. I'm going to bring up the filters. So because I did turn my my mic down inside of the audio interface, I did have to apply a gain filter. I do have noise suppression. I am using this Speed X. It's low CPU usage. It doesn't remove as much noise as I want. Our noise is better. I can't use the NVIDIA stuff because I don't have an NVIDIA card. This does good enough for what I need. And it honestly doesn't add any CPU usage to OBS. I usually sit around 0.4 to 0.6% CPU usage, even when I'm running a game at 4K and recording it. CPU sits there, and it still sits in that range. I do have a 3-band equalizer, which I adjusted pretty good, and I'm about half a foot away from the mic actually. Do have an expander. This kind of acts as a noise gate. Did add some compression so that if I talk too quiet or if I'm back from the mic a little bit too much, I'm backing away now or getting closer or speak a bit louder. It keeps the audio at the same levels within range. My dog's over here looking at me like, why are you yelling? And then I have a limiter set at negative 0.10. This works pretty good for me, and the audio is very, very good. Since it is a dynamic mic, it's picking up mostly what's in front of it. I do have it a little low, and I want to get my live streaming set up better for live streaming so that this mic will probably move to the right side of the screen or of my desk, because I'm going to get a desk mount and probably mount my Lumix S5 II on the far left of my desk to act as a webcam for OBS for live streaming and recording these videos, because I want to actually put myself on camera in the video. And I'm probably going to get a live streaming LED video light, but I do like this setup. It works pretty good. Let me know what you think. If the audio sounds good, you saw the filters I was using. I did scoop the mids just a tad. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm monitored my mic output inside OBS while I was doing this, except for when I was adjusting everything for my limits for compression and limiting and the audio expander. It definitely does make my voice sound better and more consistent on the waveform when I look at the video. In like DaVinci Resolve, the waveform is substantially larger, but not clipping in the waveform, even when I get pretty loud. I do like that. I'm probably going to do a proper long-term review on this mic once I have my streaming setup on, so you can actually see the mic. I want to get a new arm and probably a shock mount for the mic, because right now it's just using the arm that came with it and my mic arm. I probably want to get a much better mic arm, because I did have to crank down stuff on this mic arm because the microphone is 2 pounds. So it is all metal construction. Has an integrated pop filter, but you can still get those plosives if you get too close to it. But that's why I adjusted my settings, the filters in OBS, so I'm not having to be right up on the mic. You know, I just got to figure out a way to get this audio going into Discord. And I know I can do that probably with QPW graph and just route it out of OBS and into Discord. You know, I can set it to monitor the mic. I want to see if I could find like a app for, I have like Easy Effects. I'm having a little bit of issues setting that up, but that's something I'm looking into. Let me know any future videos you'd like to see. I do plan on live streaming Stellar Blade when it's out. So, you know, that is a game I do want to play on live stream. Like, subscribe, comment below, share the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and later.